Welcome back to The Inspired Entrepreneur with Heather Hope. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Heather Hope with the Inspired Entrepreneur podcast. How are you doing today, guys? Happy Saturday to you. Are you happy that it's the weekend? I think every day for me is a day. Sometimes, but no, I like weekends though. I can always feel the energy shift of weekends feel differently. Okay, so if you're new here, welcome. Obviously who I am. I talk about the law of attraction with business and money and lottery and love and life and everything basically. But I wrote this book called The Inspired Entrepreneur. It's on Amazon. It's a daily book. So you can read it daily or you can just be guided to it once in a blue moon. And then you open it up like a fortune cookie and it tells you everything you need to know for that moment. And it's really cool. So check it out. And if you're not new here, I appreciate you very much for showing up every day. And the comments that you leave on YouTube, amazing. Awesome. Thank you. I do upload this every morning on my YouTube channel with the same name, The Inspired Entrepreneur. And let's get started. So April 17th, guys. I'm going to read it. I'm going to jump in. On this one. When you manage your alignment consistently, you will be able to decide what you want and how to live with confidence that the universe lines it all up. The money shows up, the opportunity shows up, everything works out for you. So get yourself happy, trust, know, and allow. Okay. So this past week has been very much like this in my life. So yesterday I was talking about how my number one goal is to feel good. And the way to feel good is to get into alignment. So how do you get into alignment? What is alignment, first of all? There's a few definitions basically, but a couple of them is like, what I would say is it's being in line, alignment, in line with your source, with your higher self, with who you really are. When we talk about alignment with your desires, it's the same thing. Being in line, it's like being in the same line as your desire. God, that's such a great. Okay, so picture this. Picture there's two lines, whatever it's at the store. There's one line for something that you want, and there's one line of something you don't want. Oh, excuse me. And so, which line are you going to get into? You need to be in the line of the thing that you really want, right? Because why would you get into the line of something you don't want? Well, that's what people do all the time with their thoughts. So say there's a line to get this really beautiful car. I was talking about Teslas yesterday when I was driving out of town. There was a Tesla. I was appreciating it because I really like Teslas. I really like a lot of cars, but Tesla is one that I plan to own one day. But say there's a line for a Tesla, the beautiful one that you want. I want a Model S, preferably a P100D. It's insanely fast. I test drove it one day. Really fast. It's really cool. So there's that. I don't know what color, because a lot of them, all the colors look good, but let's say it's red. A red Tesla S P100D. That's what I want. So there's a line for that. And then there's a line for a Yugo. Remember the Yugos? That would be really crazy. Watch me find one today. There's a Yugo. Very used because it's been forever since they've been out. And so I really want the Tesla, but I get in line with the Yugo. I get in the line to get the Yugo, but I keep looking at the Tesla like I really want the Tesla, but I'm standing in the line for the Yugo. Like, what do you do? Well, you realize, first of all, you're like, oh crap, wait a minute. I'm in line for this piece of crap Yugo. I don't want the Yugo. I want the Tesla. So what do? You just get out of line. You just get out of line. Get out of the line for the Yugo. Get into the line for the Tesla. And if you're in the line for the Tesla, guess what? You're going to get the Tesla. Okay? So, how do you do that with your thoughts of desire? Well, you stop talking about the Yugo, which is like all the bad experiences in life and why you can't have the Tesla and why it's impossible for you to ever have anything you really want and all this craziness. And you are like, gosh, the Tesla's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love this model. I personally love it. It's my favorite one. And I like the red. I really like the gray, and I like the black when I see it. And then I like the blue too. Like the only one I won't ever get, I will never get a white car. I think it's, no offense, I know it's like one of the most popular colors, especially in Arizona, but I'm like, no, I want some color. So like my car is like a ruby red, like a burgundy red. I love the color. I've always loved that color in cars, but it's my car that I have right now. And so what I would do is I would be in line for the Tesla and like staring at the Tesla like, oh, it's so pretty. I just love it. I'm appreciating the Tesla. Now, if I started worrying about how am I going to pay for it when I get up to the front of the line, I got to pay for this car. Like I have to figure out how, like, and that's getting out of line. It's like getting back in. It's like being back in the line with the Yugo of like, I don't know how I'm going to get this car. I don't know. Right. So you have to get in line with the Tesla with your physical body in this example, and with your thoughts. So a lot of people could be in line. Now, this is not the greatest, this isn't a perfect example, but they could be physically in line with, the Tesla, but their thoughts are in line with the Yugo, right? Their thoughts are over there, but their body's over here. It's out of alignment. You're not in alignment with what you really want, and then that line will probably stay there forever. So you have to manage your alignment. Get in line with what it is. So that's how I catch myself occasionally. This is how I would catch myself. I don't do it very often because I caught myself enough times to know not to do this anymore. But if I started wondering, like if I want something and then I wonder where the money is going to come from, I catch myself and say, well, you have to get into alignment, in line with your desire. Like, what is it that you want and why do you want it? Well, I want this because it's going to do this. And I want this because I really like it. And that's enough. That's enough. Because you really like it is enough. That is enough reason to have something, because you like it, because you want it, because it's going to be really fun to drive. It's going to be really, really fun to drive. And then I don't have to stop and get gas. And then I get to charge it at home, and it's really safe at night. And the lights are really bright, so I can see better at night. But it also has the radar stuff around the car, so it's safer to drive. And so if anything runs in front of me, the car will like freak out before it hits anything. So anyway, that's why I like it. There are lots of reasons, but anyway, I like that it has the feature for, allowing your dog to stay in the car. It has like some dog mode where it keeps the AC running, and then it will tell people that come near, like I think it's on the screen, and it might actually announce it that the dog is safe, that it's in dog mode. So because it's literally one of the things that I take my dog with me a lot in the car, but I never can go into a store because I can't bring him in and I can't leave him in the car. So it's kind of like it doesn't help me being able to go window shop or anything like that, because the enjoyment of, or the joy of him being in the car is really fun. So I pick him over me just window shopping. So, but it would be nice to be able to run in for one thing that I really need and leave him in the car safely. So anyway, so that's getting in line with that, not worrying about where the money is going to come from or how it's going to happen. But when you manage your alignment consistently, which means getting in a good mood every day, meditating every day, relaxing, taking naps, doing the things that you really love to do, having fun, not stressing out over everything. Okay? You'll be able to decide what you want and how to live with confidence that the universe lines it all up. The money shows up, the opportunity shows up, everything works out for you. Get yourself happy, trust, know, and allow. So when you're in line with that Tesla, the actual line, and the timing, right? The timing of you, by the time you get up to the counter to buy the Tesla, the money will show up. However long that takes. That line will move as long as, fast or as slow as you make it to be in life, right? So there you go. Manage your alignment, feel good, get into alignment with your desires, talk them up. Talk them up. Don't talk them down, talk them up. Think about, us deciding on going to California, it was because I lined up the energy. I lined it up. So you could talk yourself into anything energetically. Like you are creating the atmosphere for everything to line up. So when I'm talking so highly about something, guess what's going to happen? It's going to show up. So I talked about yesterday briefly that the last minute, the night before, I decided to change brokerages that I was going to sign up with. And then so the next morning I sent their information stuff online to get information. And they sent me an email right back with all this information. And I was like, cool, I haven't gotten back to them yet. This was today in my real world today. But so I'm just like going through my morning because I'm busy. I'm doing stuff. I'm trying to get stuff done so I can go get my second COVID shot. So I knew I was going to get back to them. And so I'm sitting at my desk, putting my makeup on and getting ready for the day. And Roger comes in from getting the mail and he hands me one of those postcards from that brokerage. And it came in the mail today, the same day that I sent them information. And the night before I decided to go with them for the most part. It was not addressed to me. It was addressed to one of our neighbors somewhere along this road. And it just got, quote unquote, misplaced or misdelivered into my mailbox, the one who is deciding on going with that brokerage today. And so Roger's laughing and talking to Gizmo. He's like, Mommy's a witch. Mommy's a witch. And I'm just like cracking up because this is the stuff that happens all the time. And it's just incredible. It's incredible to catch that. It's like, what? Because I haven't seen that brokerage. It's not a local one up here in my town. The closest branch is like 40 miles away. And this particular branch is like 50 miles away. So it's not common at all up here to get a postcard from that brokerage. So interesting, right? It's so fun. It's so fun. It's like awesome. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go. Have an amazing rest of your Saturday. I'm about to sneeze, so I got to go. Take care, and I will be back tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye.